Hello again, and welcome to another episode of AMAX Education. Now, today we're going to start a series on grammar. Now, there are two kinds of grammar. There is what's called descriptive grammar and prescriptive grammar. Now, let me explain the difference between the two. Descriptive grammar tries to describe how words are used in the real world, in everyday situations. Prescriptive grammar tends to want to categorize words and parts of speech so that we can best understand how to use those. Now, descriptive and prescriptive grammar are used together, so we don't want to say one is more important than the other. They're used typically together because although it's important to speak the way people speak, it's also equally important to understand how grammar or parts of speech are put together. So we're going to start with just the basic grammar concepts. First of all, let's talk about nouns. Now, nouns are people, places, or things. And there are many different kinds of nouns, so let's talk about those. First of all, we have common nouns that are just typical words, such as car, or house, or tree. Now, these words do not require a capital letter in the beginning, and they can be made plural. Now, another type of noun is a proper noun. And a proper noun is a name of a person, place, or thing. And of course, typically, those require capitalization of the first letter. We also have what's called abstract nouns. Now, what are abstract nouns? Well, these are nouns that you cannot touch. They're what's called intangible. We can't touch them. So, for instance, happiness or beauty. You see, these are abstract nouns. Then we have compound nouns. These are nouns that have one noun and another noun put together to create a new word. For instance, we have the word class and room. Together, it's a classroom. Other compound nouns, such as post office, are two nouns or two words put together to create the compound noun. We also have what's called collective nouns. And these are nouns such as the word family, flock, and herd. These are groupings as one. So, for instance, individuals grouped as one. Now, nouns can be made plural, as you must know, simply by adding an S for the majority of nouns. But for words ending in CH, SH, or X, it requires an ES at the end of the noun. Now, other nouns can be made plural in other ways. So here are some exceptions. We have the word leaf, as in falls off a tree, a leaf. How do we mention more than one leaf? Well, we drop the F, add a V, E, S, and we have leaves. Leaves. Same thing for the word thief. The plural of thief is thieves. Now, forgive me, please. I should have a whiteboard up here to write down these explanations. I will in the future. So hopefully you can visualize the concept in your head and understand the meaning. Now, there are other exceptions to pluralizing nouns. For instance, we have the word man. We don't say mans, but the plural is men. Tooth, the plural is teeth. Child, children. Foot, feet. These are the plurals. Now, also we have countable and non-countable nouns. Now, what are countable and non-countable nouns? Well, a countable noun is something that you can count. So for instance, apple, chair, table. These are countable. And we can usually pluralize those the same way we would make plural any other noun. And we have non-countable nouns. Let me give you an example. Information, the word information, advice, counsel, pollution, water, music. These are all non-countable nouns. So with non-countable nouns, we cannot add an es or s at the end of the word. It's not necessary. So we don't say informations, but we say information. We don't say advices, but we give advice. Whether it's referring to one piece of information or more than one, we simply use advice. So I hope this short tutorial was helpful. This is our first in our series of grammar explanations. We just talked about nouns. So if you'd like more information or a lesson, please visit my website at amaxeducation.com, or you can visit my Facebook account at Andrew Maxey, that's ANDREWMAXEY, or you can send me an email at amaxey97@gmail.com. I certainly look forward to hearing from you. I love to teach, and I'd love an opportunity to teach you. Thanks again for your time, and I look forward to our next tutorial. Have a great day.